Want to know more? Please call on the online sales team on 303 from any online number or plus 232 76 88 8885 or plus 232 30 88 8885 or email and find out more about the package.
All right, welcome back to the Gospel Experience with me, Pastor Benjamin McCarthy. Like I said before we went for the break, that we have a guest in our midst, a special guest in the studio today, and who is not a person but Mrs. Gilead Kebi Schultz, ambassador, minister, humanitarian, an actress, a singer, co-founder, Save the Nation, founder of the Slam Awards USA. You know, she's also the US President Joe Biden Lifetime Awardee. She's also Global Peace Ambassador for the White House Prayer for the Nation. Hello and welcome, Mrs. Schultz, to the studios today.
Hello, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you today?
I'm blessed.
Okay, it's indeed a privilege for us to have you today in the Gospel Experience. So,
Same here.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we would want to know who is Mrs. Schultz.
This is Kebi Schultz.
Miss Kebi Schultz.
I'm always like trying to keep that maiden name in, not to lose my identity.
Oh, okay.
I'm a woman of God. I'm a humble, super humble, I pray, woman of God, with a mother of 4 children, and a very handsome husband and loving husband. Yeah.
Okay. Is that all about Mrs. Kebi Schultz?
No, Mrs. Kebi Schultz is like a package. As we are rapping, you get more and more and more. Yeah.
Okay. So you are an ambassador as well.
Okay. Yes.
You know, and you are also, you know, a co-founder, you know, of Save the Nation. So we want to know about the Save the Nation first of all.
Save the Nation is a non-profit that we founded. It's registered in the United States and in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And it started when a boat sank in the Shenge-Mofos region. I remember on that day there was 145 people lost their lives, and we had like over 50 to 60 children that were left as orphans. And who was going to provide for them? You understand? They were going across the water to attend school. Why would they have to go across the waters to attend school? So Save the Nation decided, well, how about we help equip the schools in that region? And that started a donation drive, but most importantly, it started the need for a foundation that would be registered and have the capability to help more, especially in disaster situations. Because, for example, that was a boat that sank, right? Well, out of that boat that sank, we had orphans, we had a need for education, we had a need for food, we had a need for scholarships, we had a need for a drive to adopt a child. You understand? So Save the Nation, that is Save the Nation coming in where there's a need. Over the years, we've been there for Corona, the epidemic, and we have provided medical supplies. But our goal is not just to provide medical supplies. Our goal is to reach those who are unreachable by the norm or the government or the big companies. Our goal is to reach those who are in the villages, in the remote areas that don't have on the normal access to help and to the supplies needed. When it was time for COVID-19 and there were shutdowns, the country was being fed. Right, and that's when we talk about public and private partnerships with the government and private companies, and that's when we came in to those regions that were not touched, one of which was Moselelo village, and we were able to feed the entire village. Every household had at least 1 bag of rice and 1 bag of onions with other supplies at that time. And Save the Nation, you know, it gives us so much joy. At that time, they didn't have a school, they didn't have a hospital. Through the spotlight news on that donation, the descendants of Moselelo, one of whom was able to build a school that is now about to be even more fully furnished than schools in the capital, right? And another descendant, another person got touched, to build a hospital there,
Oh,
right? Through that one donation. And recently we were able to ship our own container and distribute to smaller healthcare clinics in different parts of Freetown, in Kenema, which was done this past weekend, and in Morphos Village, we sent supplies down there, like just the little places that make a difference in different communities. And we did go to Cottage. We did distribute in Lumley.
Okay.
And then we had maternity clinics that we also distributed to other local clinics. But our goal is to fill that need that other people don't know about. Most importantly, people who are really making a difference in their own little part of the world, in the lives of people. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a great thing, and I believe so many people have been, benefited from this Save the Nation. Like you rightly said, you are saving the nation. Like that, the boats that sank.
Right.
A child was there.
Right.
A mother was there. So it's actually like an entire nation. And okay, that brings me to you being an ambassador. This is like you rightly said, Mrs. Gilia Kebishos, it's a whole package. Tell us a little bit about this ambassadorial appointment.
The ambassadorial appointment, it's a global peace ambassador based on past activities and the ability to have the heart to pray, the heart to help, the heart to give back. But most importantly, I believe humility and the heart to be a part of a community. That source where I don't believe that we are each other's competitors.
Definitely.
You are only competing with yourself in life, and the ability to succeed, wake up every morning and make a difference in someone else's life. So the White House Prayer for Our Nation, a group that is legally registered to pray for the White House every year for 26 years, right? And with the goal to raise 1,000 voices in song, and most importantly, also to pray. We have prayed for 5 presidents so far in the United States, including Donald Trump. Okay. And they have an assigned part of the White House lawn, the Lips Garden, that they pray. The leader is Reverend Dr. Terry Lee and Reverend Dr. Joyce Lee, who are a truly humble, prayerful couple, right? And every year, diligently for 26 years, we have gone to pray on the White House lawn, the Eclipse Garden, just for presidents and for nations, and being able to spread that word as a community person on behalf of Sierra Leoneans, get our own Sierra Leone pastors involved. This year they made me the ambassador for the state of Maryland, to spread the word within the state of Maryland, meaning that my limitations are not just to Sierra Leonean pastors, but also every religious body within the state of Maryland in the United States, also as a communique between the United States and Sierra Leone, pastors out of Sierra Leone, being able to make them a part of that praying community. Then, the ambassadorship has happened many times with different organizations. Change Agent Network Africa, a Liberian organization building a hospital in Liberia, have traveled with them to Lafayette, done big, massive fundraisers with them and the Liberian ambassador and so many other people to raise funds. And Sierra Leone ambassador to the Caribbean African Faith-Based Leadership Conference.
Okay. So you are saying that you are an ambassador to so many other institutions, denominations, and all of that. Okay. And you are also an actress.
Yes, I am.
This is big, because carrying all of those.
You think so?
Well, let me just say that. Because carrying all of those, responsibilities, and actively, performing in all those capacities and doing it, to the best of your ability and bringing good results. You understand? Yes.
You think so?
And bringing good results. And here you are also an actress. You know, how long have you been acting?
I've been acting since the age of 11.
Okay.
Right. So since the age of 11, I attended the St. Joseph's Secondary School. I acted in the play Cry of the Country Virgin. I don't know if you know that storyline. I was the sister who was favored. I've acted with Spence Theatre under Dr. Julius Spencer. I've acted, you know, Literary and Debating Society in the Albert Academy. I mean, acting is an art, it's a talent, and there's some things in life that are artistically bred in us, and being born in an African country, not necessarily Sierra Leone, but an African country, what I have seen is that a lot of art is stifled by parents because of the norm of society in African countries, where those in the arts are deemed to be dropouts or are seen as people who are not serious. And unlike the first world and developed countries like the USA and London, they tap into the artistic skills of their children, and the governments, private sectors and public sectors, they create that platform to turn the skill set of those children around into productive careers, right? And that eliminates the dropout. It eliminates the conception of unseriousness for the art. It creates a career and a business platform that, if we as African countries can also create that platform for the art that will create a profit-making career for anybody with a skill set, then you have more performing art schools, you have more performing art departments, you have more filmmakers, you have more producers, and you have more people like Nigeria. You have people going to university for drama and theater, and they graduate as professionals instead of learning on the job as people who just want to be famous. You understand? So basically, if we start teaching the business of music, the business of art, the business of filmmaking in our universities, then you would have lucrative businesses that the public and private sector will tap into, will sign contracts with, and thereby we would have profit-making jobs for these individuals who are graduating from performing arts schools, who are not even graduates. But as we have the technical institutes, the YWCA, you would also have the Sierra Leone Film Academy, as we have the Nollywood and Film and New York Film Academies. You understand? Which have now become one of the most prestigious educational film production facilities out there. Sorry, that's all. Anyway,
yes,
you know?
yes, because in Sierra Leone here, when you are doing film or you are into arts, you know, people would think that you are an idler. You know, you don't like, you don't mean well for yourself.
All right.
Like, yes. So what do you have to say about that?
What I have to say about that is, along came the Sierra Leone Association of Artists and Musicians, the Slam Awards, of which I'm the founder, for the same reason, because as a child at the age of 11, full of artistic qualities, talents, and gifts, which I could not tap into the full potential of, because like when Maltina first came to Sierra Leone, my sister and I were picked for the ad. A day before, we were cut short because my dad didn't want us to be on national television. Hello, I'm here. You understand? Now I'm here. You understand? And I'm here not in an unserious way. I'm here as an evidence that it is possible, that we can support our children, versus creating this delimiting, restrictive lifestyle for our children in the arts. And then we have to put in so much effort to get sponsorship, to get funding. How about the SLAM, the directors who have the capability to build that platform whereby those who are artistically inclined can be recognized, they can collaborate profitably, right? They can form production companies right? And that can breed competition nationally and internationally. And then we would have Sierra Leone on the BETs. Even though Nigeria is doing so good, it has been a challenge on the BET. So why don't we start at our country levels as African countries, like to empower our gifted children, right? And that's where the SLAM Awards comes in.
Okay, we
Right.
will come